Hey everybody, back with a new episode of Agent Carter. We are on the season 1 finale. Very exciting, although last episode was quite sad because Chief Dooley got killed. And we were infiltrated pretty badly. They took some aerated poison that made people very aggressive and then all die. While doing that, they also, put Dooley in the vest that he couldn't get out of and took himself out before he would take everyone out. So that's all very sad. I am grateful that everyone believes Peggy now. She didn't want to give up anything, but she eventually had to, and even gave up Steve's blood to prove that she is not who they thought she was. So now what? This next episode being called Valediction, which means like a goodbye. But I wonder if it's going to be like, and also a hello, maybe to S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, are we getting to that? I don't know, but like the SSR is in shambles. Our leader is dead and, our building's a mess and we've lost a very important device that has already been used. So like, I don't know if Leviathan has a second gasp of, because Dottie was like, oh, are we going to go into the next phase? And the doctor was like, not yet, or that's what we don't know is coming. But I'm curious to see what it is, where Howard is, because I think he is captured somewhere by Leviathan, probably so. But I'm excited to see how they wrap up this season and maybe what they set up for the next one, because it will be the last season. So let's get into it.
Good Lord.
Yikes. It's like some kind of monster got in.
Oof. No monster killed these people. They killed each other.
Wild. Daniel!
What happened?
Oh no. Daniel! So did they ended up all just killing each other? That's what it was? It didn't eventually kill them? Hopefully it'll wear off.
This really is an amazing city.
And won't it be fun to tear it all down?
Ooh.
Vicinity of 65th and Park. Black Dynaflow, license 3, Yankee 6, Zulu.
Yeah.
Footage stolen by an armed female.
Oh, he's in trouble.
All patrolman was received from Boston.
Hey, killer.
I'm surprised Howard would consent to manufacturing something like that.
The amount they got me was tiny. How much of the stuff does Zivchenko have? The lab counted 10 canisters.
Seems like he just accidentally
Yevchenko
makes things
has
and they're
enough to
pretty
send
bad
half
and
the city
then
into a
they
homicidal
just
range.
exist.
But why? Why go to all that trouble? There's something specific that he is targeting. We just have to find out what it is.
The target is me.
Well, where have you been?
Get your hands up. What kind of welcome is this? The gas is called midnight oil.
You designed a poison gas, Howard.
No. Not intentionally.
Always an
The Army wanted
accident.
something that would keep soldiers awake for days at a time. What those men did to each other, you can't imagine.
We don't need to imagine. We saw it in that theater. I experienced it myself.
You survived? It's been known to cause asphyxiation.
Guess that explains my sore throat.
It also explains our voiceless friends.
Maybe he just got a low
Someone
dose.
performed laryngotomy procedures on these men. I expect it was Dr. Yevchenko, or, as he's also known, Johann Fan,
Oh, the thing.
a psychiatrist with a speciality in hypnosis.
Howard Stark returns a hero. The eccentric billionaire and erstwhile absconder from
Turn it up.
justice is in New York today to announce a major breakthrough in the case of his missing technology. Mr. Stark will hold a press conference this afternoon on the steps of City Hall with all the details.
You're punishing yourself.
I'm redeeming myself.
I have enough blood on my hands. I don't need yours as well.
I've had to go through my life not caring what people think of me, but I do care what you think.
Why are you taking his blood?
Today is a day of reckoning for anyone who doubts. Get out!
Oh my gosh. He could have very well gotten shot right then and there.
Shooter! He's coming from above. Told you it was a great idea. Your genius knows no bounds.
That was stupid. Unless they missed intentionally, which why?
Dr. Finoff would like to see you.
Oh no. They didn't want him dead.
The movie house was a test. So, they gotta be planning something bigger. Statue of Liberty, Empire State,
What day is it?
May 8th. VE Day.
They're going to hit Times Square.
Oh shit.
You and I spent a nice weekend together not too long ago.
Is it Alex?
Insult to injury.
If his intention is to place blame for the attack on Mr. Stark, would it not be most effective to use one of Mr. Stark's own planes?
Can't, we confiscated them all.
Not all.
All?
Howard. Is all of this yours?
6 months earlier.
Every
Wow.
I am not a bad person.
Yes. Yes, you are. It is the only way to achieve such remarkable success. Others have paid the price. You have paid the price as well.
There are some
Your
points
guilt
to be had.
eats you, destroys you from the inside out.
Mr. Stark! Mr. Stark! We picked up a signal from the Valkyrie. We think it might be Rogers. Sir, we found Captain America.
Bring him home.
Mr. Stark would want to be stopped by any means possible.
It's true.
We have little time.
I mean, Howard doesn't die. We know that. So I wonder how they stop this without killing him.
Peggy, it's so swell to see you.
Ooh. Fight it out.
I thought you'd be better.
Oh, don't say that. Oh. Oh, damn. She really regretted those words immediately.
We'll get them.
I'm almost there.
No, you must listen to me.
Oh my god, they really set this up
Hoff has
like
put this
Captain
fantasy in
America.
your mind. He's trying to get you to deploy the gas over civilians.
Don't you worry about that, Peg.
Well, no talking needed. Ooh.
Step away from him or I will shoot.
Point your weapon at Agent Thompson.
No. Come on. How is he that good at it? He didn't even do the ring thing.
Focus.
There we go. Excellent.
Was he saying something?
Oh, plugs! Absolutely.
Son of a bitch.
Very nice. Very smart.
Miss Carter! Please, answer me!
No, I need more time.
We don't have more
Hurry
time!
up!
Do not take the shot until I tell you, Mr. Jarvis. Howard, Steve is gone. He died over a year ago.
He was the one thing I've done that brought good into this world.
Howard, you are the one person on this earth who believes in me. I cannot lose you. Steve is gone. And we have to move on, all of us.
Peg? He was good before I got a hold of him, huh?
Yes, he was. Where are you?
Evidently flying a plane.
Oh, there we go. There's
Manhattan.
Howard. Turn
I guess you
around.
can explain that to me once I land.
Mr. Jarvis, he's all right. Stand down.
Well, she got to relive a traumatic experience with a different ending, so that's good. Yeah, I would have made sure her ass was dead.
I'm afraid Dottie escaped. I wager we haven't seen the last of her.
Ida.
I wager the same.
That's her name.
Oh, is
I
it?
knew I'd remember.
Eventually.
Steel trap.
Sure. Yes, yes. Give her her flowers.
Good work, Carter.
Good morning, Peggy. You're here bright and early. I assume that means you'll be staying with the SSR.
I haven't decided, actually. I just came to pick up my paycheck.
Well, we'll keep the desk free just in case.
Which one of you fellas is Jack Thompson?
That's me.
Walt Cooper, United States Senate. Well, I just wanted to come down
Is
here
he getting all the
and
credit?
commend you for the fine work you and your team did. An attack on Times Square could have been a calamity, and what I hear is that you saved thousands of lives.
He was on the
City
ground.
And the country owe you a great debt.
I just did what needed to be done.
Jack, tell the truth.
You play your cards right, son, and you could get a congressional honor out of this situation.
I know my value. Anyone else's opinion doesn't really matter.
She's learned that along the way.
I was gonna grab a drink.
Right at this moment. It's 9
Shooting
o'clock
a
in the
shot?
morning.
No. After I clock out.
Do it, Peggy.
Maybe another time, all right? I've got to meet a friend.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
I know what you're thinking, Miss Martinelli.
Absolutely, go see Angie.
The drawing room has
100%.
recently been refurbished in the neoclassical style.
On the small side, isn't it?
There's a telephone in every room.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I imagine you're looking forward to some peace and quiet. At the very least, having both feet on the ground.
They're gonna keep working together.
Find yourself in need of my services.
He really wants to.
I would be honored to assist you at a moment's notice, Miss Carter.
I'm sure she'll need
Thank
you.
you, Mr. Jarvis. Where is Howard? I haven't heard from him.
Presently attempting to negotiate the return of his property from the SSR.
Well, let's hope next time he builds a better vault.
Actually, he's decided to destroy everything.
Oh.
Really? Well, that surprises me.
He continues to believe that no government, even our own, can be trusted with those particular inventions.
Nor private citizen, let's be honest. Aww.
Howard is giving me this.
He is under the impression that the sample of Captain America's blood was lost when he was...
Jarvis is giving you this.
I owe Howard Stark a great deal. But he does not own my integrity.
Cute.
I am quite certain there is only one person in the world who knows what to do with this.
Not even you are gonna keep it.
But you're lovely.
Yeah, I think she's letting him go. Metaphorically.
And your
Literally.
cheeks so soft.
What'd you say?
Okay, Hannibal Lecter.
Can't hear you. You had a vision, and it didn't come to pass.
Toby Jones.
New visions.
What's his name?
will arise. I am familiar with your work on
You
matters
little
of the
squirrely
mind,
little
yet
bitch.
America is the land of opportunity.
Zola, Armin Zola. Well, shit, I thought we were just gonna have to maybe deal with Dottie next season, but we got Armin Zola in the mix now, which, you know, we know he's an issue, but I did not expect him to show up like that. That was very cool. So we'll see where this goes next season, but that's a good setup. That's really fun to bring in an already established character from the MCU at the end. But yeah, this was a very satisfying conclusion to the first season. Peggy definitely ended up in a better spot, definitely by her colleagues, maybe not necessarily from the upper people. No thanks to Jack for taking credit again for a thing that he shouldn't really get credit for. Out of everyone, he kind of did the least in the biggest moment. So that's annoying. But Peggy is unconcerned about having that kind of recognition. She just wants to be able to do her job, which she didn't officially come back, but she did go to her death. So I feel like, I mean, obviously she's going to come back. I don't know who's going to be in charge. I don't think Jack is going to get to be chief. But SSR is still rolling. No mention of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything. But we did save Howard and all of New York City. And I like that they did it in such a similar fashion to the first Avenger. Because you had Peggy pleading at Steve to not down his plane, but he had to save everyone. In this situation, she's like pleading for Howard to knock out of it so he won't be the destruction of the city with his own gas that he definitely regrets creating, and like many of his projects is not what he intended it to be. But once the general got a hold of it, he used it in a really fucked up way in Fennel. So he is taking all of his stuff back and getting rid of it. That's not going to stop him from creating, but I think he's not just going to keep things for the sake of keeping them. If he tries to make something and it ends up being something so destructive, he's just going to get rid of it, which is the smart thing to do. But he's he's a weapons manufacturer, like it was interesting to hear him like try to like justify, like say I'm a good person. And I mean, you can debate that for like all the good and bad things that he is responsible for. Like, would you say someone who works for Raytheon is a good person? I don't know. But Howard, Tony, their origins are interesting. Sousa, I think, did a really good job too, being smart. I love that his way of beating the doctor was by not listening, because I think his main issue is not listening to people who tell him that he can't do anything because of his injury. And for that to be the thing that keeps him from being manipulated. I love that. And I love that he was taking up for Peggy, saying, I'm going to go tell him what you did, even though she was like, don't bother. And he shot his shot. She legitimately had plans with Angie, which also love that. Love that they're going to be living together, and that they're still going to continue to be friends. I love them too. And I don't know, maybe she would have gone had she not have had those plans. But she smiled afterwards, so I think she, if not ready yet, may soon be. And I think she would go for someone like Sousa, because he's very Steve Rogers light. So we'll see if that continues to develop. And Dottie got away. So, I mean, like I said, she is a fun villain. I really love when she can like turn it on. And like when she got stopped by the cop, like that act that she does is very compelling. But she's awful, but she's been trained to be that way. And I'm glad their plan was thwarted. And yeah, I love the parallels of the first Avenger, and I think it's very important to see her doing exactly what Howard did, getting rid of the thing that she was trying to keep, which is Steve Rogers' blood. Because I don't know if she'll ever be able to move on if she keeps holding on to the idea of Steve. And that vial just being so like tangible and something that she can hold on to, it probably is helpful to let all of that go. I mean, we do know Steve comes back and they actually end up getting together, but she definitely doesn't know that. And I think she doesn't need to be wallowing and pining after someone who is dead forever. So that's, I like that she had that moment. And I love the moment with her and Jarvis, him getting her the blood in the first place, even though that is not something that Howard did. Like they have developed a relationship themselves, and that was important to her. So it was important to him to give it to her, and for him to be like, hey, if you need me again, you know where to find me. And I hope she continues to go to him, because even if next season doesn't have anything to do with Howard, I think Peggy and Jarvis working together has been like a great team. And I really hope that continues in the next season. So we'll see. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. First season was very good, very tight with the narrative and how all the stuff with Howard and the stolen projects, and how this was a revenge plot for something that he created that he didn't mean to create, but someone used, and they tried to get back at him in the same manner. And the scars that we saw in the people, or the people who almost asphyxiated because of the gas. I'm glad that Sousa didn't get a strong enough dose of it. But I wonder if we'll still see any Leviathan, especially with Armin Zola talking to the doctor there. I'm sure we will, some iteration, or if it's just going to be just like, because I don't know, is the Leviathan Hydra, like, are they connected in any way? Maybe with Zola coming on board, it does kind of put them together if they start working together. I don't know. But yeah, I think there's definitely enough to go on with going into a new season of what happens next. But I'm excited to see it. So until then, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back soon.